Okay, good morning, Ziseng and Anza. Today, I will be sharing this effective communication skills through DISC. Who heard of DISC before? You can raise up your hand. Oh, okay, Anza heard of DISC before, and Ziseng. So, today I will be sharing this effective communication. Before that, I would like to have a short introduction about myself. Okay, I'm actually completed my certified professional trainer with this IPMA UK, and I'm the Malaysia HRD Corporation's accredited trainer. I'm also a Malaysia playbacker, and actually currently I'm running a kindergarten for 14 years already. So last time when I was in university, like you all, I am also doing accounts. After that, I actually get the qualification, I gain my experience, and I go and apply, become the member of Malaysian Institute of Accountants. And I actually learned DISC as certified trainer as well. Now I'm also doing the counseling volunteer in Lifeline Malaysia. So what is communication? I maybe want to, before we go into this, maybe I want to know more about both of you. Maybe you can tell me your background, like your name, and then which uni are you from? Anybody want to start first?
My name is Anza. I'm from University of Nottingham.
Okay.
My name is Zisheng. I'm from University Tunku Abdul Rahman.
Okay, thank you very much. So before we start, I would like to do a short ice breaking with you all. We do a few, means I will tell some instruction, and then both of you try to draw what I say. So do you have a piece of A4 paper
Yes.
or any blank paper will do? And
Yes.
you will hear my instruction and you draw, and later we'll check the answer. Okay. First picture that we will be drawing is draw a big triangle. Okay, below the big triangle, draw a rectangle. So at the bottom of the rectangle, the center of the bottom triangle, still within the triangle, you draw another triangle. In the middle of the rectangle, you draw a circle. And in the center of the circle, you put a dot. Okay, let's see. What do you get? Do you get the same thing? Oh, you got the same message, but you don't get the same thing. Good. Thank you very much. Maybe do you all want to share any reason both of you draw the different things, even though the instruction come out from me is the same one?
The second information a bit quite confused.
Oh,
For me, a bit quite confused.
okay. Answer, do you have anything to share?
I don't know the rectangle need to stick to the triangle.
See, this is what happened in communication. So I will share with you all about what is communication. Okay, we talk about communication. Like what we did just now, when I tell you something and you follow the instruction to do. So this is called communication. But what happened just now was, I tell you only. This is like one-way communication. So when we talk about communication, in this picture, we can see communication normally involves people, two people or a group of people. And what we need, why we need this communication? Because we need to do work for the company. We will increase, if communication is good, it will increase the productivity of the company, and it actually helps the teamwork. So it also for planning, when you have idea, you need to tell out, you need to share out to other people. After we strategize, it will become a profitable thing for the company. So communication is very important. Even when you study, later when you come out to work, you still need this communication skill. It's very important. So when we talk about what is communication, is the interaction in between us, with myself and another person when I do the communication. And it involves the skill and we do the connection. So sometimes we also we do discussion and then we exchange the idea with another person, and our idea become even better and better. So when we need to do the creation of exchange of thoughts and ideas, and then emotions and understanding the sender and the receiver. So when we did the first activity, that one, I was the sender and you both are the receivers. So you get what I say and you translate it into the action. So I would like to ask both of you, what do you see in this picture? This guy says 1 + 1 = 2. And then the lady says something else. So what do you all learn from here? Is communication easy for you or not? With your friends, your classmates, your lecturers, or your family members? Maybe you all can let me know. Is communication easy for you?
I think communication is not very hard, but also not very easy, because it depends the person can get your idea or not.
Very good. So it depends. Yeah. Jiseng, do you have anything to share about your
For
own
me,
experience?
communication sometimes will be hard, sometimes will be easy. See, if you can communicate well with the people, that one, the communication is easy. But if you communication very hard, like need to explain a lot, that one I think is communication very hard.
Okay, thank you very much. So it's not easy, Never mind. We learn as what we can along the way, and it will help you when you come out to work if you have a good communication skill. So when we talk about communication, we have the visual one. The visual communication is like when you read a letter, when you read the book, when you read the SMS, you read the WhatsApp message. What about the verbal one? Is like we're talking to each other through the phone. All these are the verbal. And non-verbal will be the facial expression, the angry face, the sad face, or the gesture, the body gesture. Some people, when they are not confident, they'll stand like this. Those people who are confident, they'll stand upright. And communication also involves a lot of listening, and the written one. The visual one also about the advertisement, the big advertisement that you see on the billboard. So these are the common ways of communication. So when we talk about communication, actually there is a formula called Mehrabian formula. So this professor, Albert Mehrabian, he's a psychologist, and he actually researched, and he says these three elements account for a perception of a person. Means the words, the body language, and the tone of our voice. And if you have a brief guess, you see, here it shows the body language is the biggest part. Maybe you all want to guess some number here, the body language.
70%.
70. Okay. Jiseng, do you want to guess from this pie chart lah? You can like roughly estimate.
50%.
About 50%. Okay, let's see. The elements of communication. Our words 7% only. And the tone 33%, you know. And the most is 55% the body language. So when we say the words that we use also important, but somehow 7%. But sometimes when I say keep quiet, I ask the children to keep quiet, but the way I ask with my tone of voice and body language, I don't think the children will listen to me, because I don't really show the action like keep quiet, and I have to like make sure my energy actually arrives them. So this one involves my body language and my tone of voice. I need to talk louder so the children can hear me. So the tone, also the body language are very important. Even though when you say body language, it sounds like it's a non-verbal, but it actually brings a lot of message. Yeah. So when we talk about the communication process, we have the sender. Just now, like what I showed in the activity, the sender is the encodes. I will send out the message to the receiver. So what is the medium? Now the medium we are using is Zoom lah, because we are all over the place. We are all at different places. And just now in our activity, when I say the message and go through the Zoom, and it delivered to you, and you received that, and you gave me the response and the feedback with what you have drawn just now. So, but somehow there is barriers, you know, like message not clear. I didn't really say to very, very detailed. So the one way that we can use is that, and maybe you can clarify, is the rectangle touch the triangle or not, all these kind of things. So we have these barriers. Barriers like what we did just now, when I give only one-way communication, it will create the barriers. And when we talk about barriers, the physical, sometimes when face-to-face, when your lecturer teaching in your lecture hall, maybe the students are talking, or they didn't use a proper mic, or that student didn't actually able to hear properly, all people cannot hear properly. So all these are the barriers. And what about psychological? Psychological barriers will be the emotional state. Let's say this morning you wake up very early and you feel like still tired, sleepy. So maybe your focus is not 100%. And some perception. Sometimes we see other people and then we already give some perception to that person. And the mental exhaustion. Another thing is culture. Malaysia, we have multicultural. We have Chinese, Indian, Malay. So if we use our own mother tongue to talk to other race, definitely they cannot understand us. Even though now a lot of other races, they learn Chinese, but not everyone can speak. So in Malaysia, we still have to use Bahasa to talk to most of the people. Of course, now English is quite a common language to Malaysians. And if we have different values, if we talk we stay in Malaysia and we talk to a person in Africa, maybe their value and our value are different because of the background. And sometimes we'll have stereotypes to other people. So it will affect the way we talk to the other person. So this is the situation that happened in the conversation. Do you face this situation in your daily life?
I think sometimes,
Sometimes, right? Sometimes we will like to say, I thought you know it. I thought it's 6. Then the other guy said, I thought it's 9. So this can create a lot of conflicts. Also because they stand at their position to talk. The superior keep blaming the staff never work properly. And then when the staff say, this superior every time never give proper instruction, you know. So both sides actually stand on their position only. They never try to, if this 6 can walk to the 9, then they will have the same view. They will have same direction. So this is also always happen in the company. Next time when you come out to work, then you will experience this very frequently. So to avoid this, it's good that every time you clarify, ask your superior, is it this and that? Or what you mean is like this or not? If not, a lot of misunderstanding will happen. So effective communication is very, very important. A research conducted by Economics Intelligence Unit after interviewing 403 people, they say the impact on poor communication, you will lose a lot if we don't communicate properly. So the project failure, this one is at work. And 31%, the company staff, the morale is very low. When they're very low means when you don't ask them to do anything, then they don't do. When you ask them to do one thing, then they'll move one step. So this is called low morale. And 25%, they will miss the goal. Means if let's say the company say this year we want to do 1 million sales, somehow or other, if the communication not good, they cannot meet the 1 million target. So I want to share with you all, your ability to communicate with others actually will account for the fully 85% of your success in your business and in your life. Not only our work, but also our life, our family.